Wherever you go, wherever you roam, icons high above, below, coast to coast, north to south, town to town, by word of mouth. Tell your friend, tell your mom, see the signs, drop your jaw, don't delay, seize the day. There's a million ways to say the landscape iconic. America, you got it. American, American.
Welcome to AmerICON, a look at the iconic landscape of America. On this episode of AmerICON, I'll visit more attractions of small-town Iowa. What could these small towns possibly have to offer that catches the eye of highway travelers? You're about to find out. My adventures have led me to discover some great icons like a giant duck, a record-setting popcorn ball, and one Iowa town filled with castles. My visits to the towns of Mallard, Sac City, and Idle Grove have shown me that there is more to Iowa than just corn. Our first stop, Mallard, Iowa, where we visited the Mallard duck. This duck has been around for 45 years and has been a staple to the community of Mallard ever since it was built. From gun holes to vandalism, this duck has a grand tale to tell. This is perfect weather for ducks, so let us find out the story of the waterfowl that brought the community together. Along Highway 4, there lies a town that has always been for the birds.
The Chicago Northwestern owned the railroad tracks through town, and a guy by the name of Charles Whitehead wanted to name the town Mallard because of all the mallard ducks that was in the area.
In the 1960s, the Community Club of Mallard, Iowa wanted to create a permanent parade float to represent the town. Because the town's name is Mallard, a community member named Paul Berry came up with the idea to build a giant duck.
I said, well, the town of Mallard is named after the mallard duck. Why don't we build a mallard duck?
To build a large duck, they based the design on this duck decoy. They first built a frame of wood, wrapped it in chicken wire, then covered the duck in fiberglass.
The fellow in the blacksmith shop helped us make the instruments to make the head turn and the mouth go open.
Paul Berry and Ted Larson, who helped build the duck, hired a professional painter to make this creation look lifelike.
We took it to several parades, and then we decided to go up on top of the sign, and it becomes such a hassle to take it off that we decided to leave it up there.
While waddling through the parades, the duck needed a master puppeteer to move its head and bill. Ron Larson, whose father helped in the duck's construction, was the perfect kid for the job.
I was the first person to ride in this duck that they built. I was in grade school, late grade school, maybe early junior high at the time, and I remember my dad and my Uncle Paul and several elders building this thing, and I really didn't know much about it, what they were going to do with it, until one day they said, we need somebody to ride inside this thing. And I remember doing it several times, but it was quite a process doing this because there was a little hole in the bottom of it, and they'd have to raise it up, and then I'd have to crawl underneath it.
After representing Mallard in several parades, the duck was retired to the top of the town's welcome sign on the northwest corner of Inman and Highway 4. It now has a new home, but why did the duck cross the road?
So many people stopping there and having lunch and looking at the sign that the Iowa Department of Safety come up and made us move the duck because it was a safety hazard.
To solve this problem, they moved the sign to its new location about 100 yards south of its previous home at the intersection. In 2004, the Friends of Mallard decided the duck needed fixing, so they turned to Lyle Larson.
We got together one weekend and took it down and took it up in the south part of town and refiberglassed it, fixed the head so it wouldn't turn, fixed the bill so it wouldn't flop, Fixed all the shotgun shell holes in it. Everything that was burnt on it, we fixed. Plugged a hole in the bottom so the kids couldn't get up in it anymore. And then we brought it up in the north part of town and Chad Clausen painted it.
The people of Mallard are proud to be known for their duck and are glad to know it can bring a community together.
People passing by, and no matter where people from Mallard go, they always say, oh yeah, we know the duck, that big duck sitting on the highway there.
Small communities, everybody volunteers. If they don't, you just twist their arm until they do.
This is a tight-knit community and everybody works together. And it seems when they need to get something done, it gets done. And there's a lot of help that seems to come from nowhere, and money comes from nowhere to get it done.
The community's sense of pride shines from Mallard the duck. Come and meet the friendly ducks yourself in Mallard, Iowa. Byron Goberson's unbridled enthusiasm for castles took the whole town by storm. Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." Goberson chased his childhood wishes all through his life until his dreams of living in a castle come true. Well, thanks for joining us on our road trip through Mallard, Sac City, and Ida Grove. Hopefully you could see the special pride and feeling of community that the icons in these towns bring to their homes. Whether you are a friendly duck from the town of Mallard, a popcorn farmer in Sac City, or a creative spirit from Ida Grove, you can see that these small town symbols are special and they all help make up the iconic landscape of America.